What's up, y'all? It's your boy Tevin Jameer back at it again with another episode of the Hate It or Love It podcast. And man, if my voice sounds a little different, bruh, I think my immune system has gone to complete shit or something. I don't know. My immune system has gotten so bad because if you guys can hear it, runny nose or not runny, stuffy nose, sore throat, like it hit me again. This is like, I think the fourth or fifth time this winter that I got hit with this, and I cannot wait until springtime comes around. Luckily this week, I don't know where it is, I don't know how it is where y'all from, but where I'm from in South Jersey, it's starting to get to the 50s next week, and these past few days been feeling all right. So I'm hoping that, this will be the last sickness for me for a while, because I'm tired of this. I'm tired of it. I'm done. I'm done. But whatever it is, I hope this is the last of it and that I'll be straight. But yeah, man, y'all know I had to drop an episode for y'all. The day that I release this episode, I'm gonna have a very sad personal day. I just wanted to get this out of the way before, because usually sometimes when I do an audio only episode, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, sometimes I record it Tuesday morning and then I drop it Tuesday afternoon. But because the Tuesday of the week that I'm recording this episode, because that's gonna be a very, personal day for the family, I said, you know what, let me record something now so that it can drop. Y'all can still get y'all, content for that day, and I'll be able to do what I have to do that day. So yeah, man. Today, I just only have one topic only. As you guys can see in the title today, I wanted to talk about J. Cole because, a lot of people have been giving their opinions on J. Cole, especially after dropping this song Clouds, which that's the thing that sparked this conversation for me. A lot of people have been giving their thoughts on Clouds and like where J. Cole stands and giving their opinions on the whole, his career and like all that. I just wanted to put my 2 cents into it, especially since last year I pissed off J. Cole fans like crazy, which is crazy because I'm one of y'all. I'm a big J. Cole fan. I've been a big advocate for this guy. That's why I was so disappointed that he backed out of the battle, because like, just as much respect as Kendrick gets, I want him to get it as well. So yeah, like I don't know, man. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get into it. So if you guys have been living under a rock, the past weekend, J. Cole released a song on his blog called Clouds, and then he released it on streaming services. And I guess I'm gonna give like my quick thoughts on the song. Let me just say, this song, amazing. Just amazing. I love this song from the very first listen. I loved it. And when I heard it, I was like, this is what I wanted out of Might Delete Later. Because I'm going to keep it real. Out of all of J. Cole's albums, now that time has passed. I know I made a ranking all his albums video, but since time has passed, I'm not going to lie, Might Delete Later is his weakest album in my opinion. And I know a lot of other people might not agree with me, but here's the thing. And I know when I get into it, I know a lot of people really not going to agree with me. But Might Delete Later is my least favorite album from him. Not because, take away the Kendrick shit, like I'm not worried about that. The reason that it's my least favorite album from him, if we're talking lyrical, technical rapping ability, it's his best body of work. Like, I don't care what nobody has to say. Even me saying that it's my least favorite album from him, if we're talking like on a lyrical, technical rapping skill level, this man was going off. He was going on his Super Saiyan on that album. There was a lot of good like bars on the album. But here's the thing. We're getting a lot of good technical skill, but I ain't really getting much out of the album. I'm not really getting no deeper, so like, cause I'm not just only listening to J. Cole for like good skill. That's not the only thing that I listen to J. Cole for. Yeah, I do like hearing his rapping ability and like seeing how he can push himself as a rapper and as an artist. But what I also come to him for is for deeper songs with like, and not saying that all his songs have to be deep, but like I feel like I have to get something out of J. Cole. And with Might Delete Later, it was just it just felt like a compilation of songs. I didn't feel no theme. I didn't get no message. I didn't get anything out of it besides seeing like, okay, He's on a better, like his skill definitely got up, but that's all I got out of it. Like the only song that I genuinely like go back to once in a while is Trey the Truth and Ibiza or whatever. Like that's the only song I really go back to. The other songs, I mean, there is other songs I liked from the album, but it's like I have to force myself to listen to those, where Trey the Truth is the only one where it's like, all right, like, I actually vibe with this one. And that song felt more like deeper out of the album. So with this song with Clouds, this is what I wanted from Might Delete Later. Not only is he showing his skill, cuz the flow that he debuted on this song, he was going off with this flow. But not only that, but we also got like different topics out of it, talking about like sharpening your pen, like basically keeping up with the goals that you want to make. Talking about greed. He mentioned something about, the guy that tried to, Donald Trump. Like, the song packed a lot into it, and it wasn't just him showing his skill. He was really talking about some real stuff on there. That's what I wanted so bad on Might Delete Later, and I really hope that this is the direction of the fall off. If he sticks to this direction, he really is going to make the best album of his career. Like, he really is. And I mean that. I'm not going to lie. Forest Hills Drive and The Off Season going to be very hard. Those two are like top tier albums, not even just in his discography, but I feel like of all hip hop. Like, those two albums are going to be hard to top. I'm not going to lie. But Clouds is really giving me hope that this album is going to be way better than those two. So we'll just have to wait and see. That's my thoughts on Clouds. But the main thing I wanted to talk about in this episode is the conversations that I'm seeing around J. Cole and where he stands and all of that because of this song. I've been seeing him still catching heat because he did mention, like, I forget exactly what he said, but he basically was still on his braggadocious stuff. Like, I offed like plenty of rappers with these verses. I seen him get criticized for that. I seen him, get praise saying that he spared people because of this. Like, I seen somebody on Twitter say like he spared people when he backed out of the battle and stuff like that. Like, I just want to really get into like a bunch of the narratives that I've been seeing. Where do I stand on this and stuff like that? So first, let's get with the criticism of where he's still saying that he's offing rappers. Look, I feel like he can't talk like that no more. If I'm going to be honest, if I'm going to be completely honest, and like I said already, I am a big J. Cole fan. I get it. I know I'm going to like have people like complain to me because like last year, and I still stand on my opinion from last year. If you never had to join the battle, but if you were going to join the battle, then you better be ready for whatever comes with it. And I've gotten a lot of backlash from my thoughts on that. But honestly, dog, I don't care. He should not be talking like this no more, especially after last year. You should not be talking like this no more. You had the chance to really off these rappers. And I'm only talking in a rapping standpoint. See, people took this battle and they were like, oh, things could have went further than music. And like, I'm sorry, I just can't believe that because Kendrick and Drake don't even like each other. And it didn't go further than music, for them. So for J. Cole, who's friends with both of them, if he was to insert himself into this, I honestly can't see how he wouldn't keep it music, especially when he's the most kumbaya out of all of them. And like I said, he has a friendship and he has respect for both of them. So I just want to get that out of the way. I don't feel like he can be talking anymore about like offing rappers and stuff like that. And the one argument that I heard that pisses me off so much when it comes to this, I've heard somebody say, oh, well, of course J. Cole is going to keep talking like this. Of course J. Cole is going to talk like that because every rapper says that they're the best. Like, have you never heard a hip hop song before? Every rapper says they're the best. Dude, yes, every rapper says that they're the best. And also every rapper should be willing to defend that title. It don't have to get off wax. It don't have to go past music. But you can still defend what you're claiming without it getting physical. And I hate that people keep trying to make this battle and it's something like, oh, it's got to turn into something physical. It doesn't have to, nor did it. So I feel like J. Cole can't keep talking like that. And then when you look at the other talking point where the person said that like he spared people, now let me keep it real. A lot of people keep saying, "Oh, he didn't spare people. Did we forget that he had a response and then he took it back?" I ain't gonna lie, and this is why I wanted the battle to happen so much. J. Cole actually did spare people. He did spare people. And I do want to make that, because just as much as I criticize J. Cole, I also have to call it what it is and say that, yes, he had a response. A lot of people are saying, like, oh, it was bad, so he took it down. Like, no, it wasn't a bad response. It was a warning. It was definitely a warning. But my thing is, and I don't care that J. Cole backed out. I don't care about anything that happened in this past year. I don't care how disappointing Port Antonio was, because even to me, I found Port Antonio disappointing. I don't care about Might Delete Later, how I didn't find it as good of an album as his other albums. I still am of the belief, and I don't care what any of y'all got to say. Not Like Us, GNX, I don't care what any of y'all had to say. I still think that J. Cole and Kendrick are lyrically, technically tied in terms of rap skill. Like, I feel like they have always been tied, and it's a lot more even of a battle than a lot of people will want to admit. It's definitely a lot more even of a battle. I know a lot of people is going to say, oh, Kendrick is obviously better. He won a Pulitzer Prize. Did Cole do that? No. Okay, yeah, Cole didn't do that. But I still feel like if we were to actually get a battle out of them, it's not going to be as clear cut as Kendrick and Drake was. It is not going to be clear cut. So in a way, I do think Cole definitely spared people, because even in his response, he even said that he didn't want to do it and that he felt like he was obligated to do it. But if there was a J. Cole where he didn't want to hold back, and he didn't, he actually did want to go into it, not even looking for blood, but just for the sport of rap, kind of like how Kendrick went into his battle. If he went into it with that mentality, the same mentality as Kendrick, this battle would have been one of the biggest battles in hip hop history. Would have been the biggest, because I still am of the belief that Cole and Kendrick is very much tied. I know a lot of people ain't going to agree with me on that, but those two is a lot more even than a lot of people would like to think. So, yeah, I am disappointed in J. Cole for still talking like that, but I know he has the ability. That's the thing. He has the ability if he wants to. I'm annoyed that he's still talking like that, because like we've obviously seen in practice that you're not going to do it, but I can see it in you. I know you have the skill to do it. So honestly, that's why I also want to defend Cole. But overall, I want to defend Cole because I think a lot of people is getting it twisted, saying, because in the past year since he backed out, I've seen narratives of people saying like he's out of the big three. Does he deserve to be in the big three? J. Cole just earned his big three spot again because of Clouds. And like, he was never out of the big three. Him backing out of this battle is never going to take him out of the big three. I hope you guys realize that, because at this point, Kendrick, Drake, and Cole, their time is getting closer to being done. And for the time that those three were on top, literally you can't take anything away that they've done. You can't take away what Drake has done. You can't take away what Kendrick has done. And you can't take away anything that Cole has done. So all the narratives of people saying that Cole is out of the big three, or that this song put him back in the big three, he never moved. What do y'all not understand? And maybe, one thing I do want to do is I do want to get back into video essays and stuff like that. So if you guys want a video essay, for why I feel like Cole never moved or anything like that, let me know down below. Or if you just want like a video essay on the big three, just let me know down below. When we talk about the big three, there's a lot of different factors that goes into, being the big three. Are you putting up consistent numbers? Are you influencing your peers in the next generation? Are you making the hits? Those are factors that goes into the big three. And that's why Cole was never going to be moved out of it. As much as y'all like to shit talk J. Cole, as much as y'all like to say bad things about him, he has always been putting up numbers very similar to Kendrick and Drake. So that's already one thing. He already has influence on his peers and future generations. Hell, JID, who a lot of people is saying is going to be in the next generation's big three, he wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for Cole. What else? What else? The hit singles, J. Cole be having a lot of hit singles. Even songs that aren't even supposed to be like, hits, he wound up making them hits. So J. Cole, he was never going to move. And in my opinion, he's all time status. Y'all may not like to hear it, but he's all time status already. Hell, all three of them, Drake, Kendrick, Cole, they all time status. I mean, we got to separate it for Kendrick and Cole because they actually write their bars. Like, in terms of rap all time, Kendrick and Cole is in there. But in terms of like rap artists, Drake is definitely in the all-time conversation, and nobody can take that away from him. So I just wanted to make this episode to give my thoughts, but also to mostly defend J. Cole, because I know a lot of people has been like saying all different types of points, and even I had my disappointments in J. Cole. But overall, the work that he's done, you can't take it away from him. And then also, we can enjoy the song, but like, don't make crazy narratives out of it like that he's back in his big three spot and stuff like that. Like, let's stop. You can't take that away from him. You can't say that he's back somewhere when he's always been there. Like, I don't understand this. But yeah, man, this isn't really much of a long episode. I just wanted to get something out for y'all real quick. The last Blu-ray update video is going crazy. It's going crazy. Look, to all the new subs, thank you. Even though I be telling people don't sub to my channel because you like one video, I definitely encourage you guys to look at multiple videos of mine because I like to do different things. I like to do the podcast. I like to do my film, stuff like the Blu-ray updates and stuff like that. Some of my episodes of my podcast will focus on music. Some will focus on film. Some will focus on like current events. Like, that's why I encourage y'all to not just only sub for one video, like actually check out multiple of my stuff so that you guys can see like everything I'm about and, assess if you want to follow me from there. Yeah, like I said, I just wanted to give y'all something quick. Man, all this talking is kind of killing me because of my sore throat and my nose. So I'm gonna try to, finish this up right here. But let me know down below what y'all think of J. Cole and this song Clouds, and like what's your overall thoughts on him and his career right now. Also, like I said, I do want to start doing more things for my channel. Like, I know I do the Blu-ray updates, I know I do the podcast, but I feel like I should be uploading more. Not to say that I want to flood y'all, but like I feel like I should be uploading more. So if you guys want to see vlogs, like I said, I do want to start getting back into video essays. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of a nerd, so like I don't know why I have some type of urge to actually like write an essay and then turn it into a video. So like if you guys want to see video essays, let me know down below, and I'll do any on like any film or music topic. That's the main things I love to talk about, film and music. So if you guys have like topics on video essays for like film and music, I'm all for that. Like I said, vlogs, I do want to start vlogging my weight loss journey, so that's one thing. And then of course the podcast, and then Blu-ray update videos. So yeah, man, let me know down below like what y'all want to see, what y'all interested in. And yeah, I'm like I said, I got to keep this one short, and I'm ready to get off, man. So yeah, with all that being said, Tevin Jameer signing out. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.